From above, the ancient Nalanda University heritage is a vast Buddhist relic complex in Bihar state. Approximately 95 kilometers from Patna, Nalanda, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is the world's first international university. Established in the 5th century CE, it flourished as a beacon of higher learning, attracting scholars from across Asia and beyond, until its educational mission was abruptly terminated around the year 1200 CE, following devastating invasions by Islamic forces.
ये जिस जिस चीज़ की ज़रूरत थी इस नालंदा यूनिवर्सिटी में सब कुछ।
The ruins of Nalanda University became well known in 1872 when Mr. Brattle published his research book. In 1915, Nalanda University was excavated, thanks to which the ruins of the ancient monastic compounds, meditation halls, main shrines, assembly chambers, dormitories for monks, stupas, and intricately carved stone motifs were discovered. Nalanda carries profound symbolism, derived from the compound nalam, meaning lotus, a potent symbol of wisdom, and da, meaning to give. Thus, Nalanda translates as the place that bestows wisdom, a name that aptly reflects its historical role. In geopolitical terms, Nalanda was a prosperous and influential district during the time of the Buddha. It later ascended to prominence as a Buddhist educational hub, flourishing from 427 to 1197 CE. The Nalanda Mahavihara, in its heyday, boasted 4 grand gateways, each a portal to knowledge and spiritual exploration. The entrance visitors use today is a more recent addition, constructed in the early 20th century, following the site's excavation and public accessibility.
All the bricks at this site were destroyed during Islamic invasions. The remaining structures have been reconstructed using concrete frameworks in order to preserve the original layout and help us imagine the former grandeur of Nalanda University.
Nalanda University, according to historical accounts, once spanned an impressive area of 5 by 10 kilometers. However, to this day, only a fraction, approximately 1 by 1 kilometer, has been excavated. The vast expanse of its historic grounds remains untouched, concealed beneath the layers of time. It is believed that Buddha came here many times to preach. Nalanda University once gathered about 2,000 famous professors and trained more than 10,000 students worldwide every year. That was the glorious period of the World Education Center in Nalanda, India. The curriculum at Nalanda University was remarkably comprehensive, encompassing both Mahayana and Theravada Buddhist philosophy alongside a wide array of secular disciplines. These included medicine, grammar and phonetics, astronomy, logic, philosophy, metaphysics, and Indian religions. The monks and male students were trained in a vast and diverse knowledge that would help them practice and propagate Buddhism and serve humanity in the world. As the most prominent educational center of ancient India, and indeed of the world, Nalanda thrived under the generous patronage of King Harshavardhana and the kings of the Pala dynasty, 750 to 1161 CE. The Gupta kings were also patrons of Nalanda University, contributing to its growth and prestige. Among the famous teachers of other religions who visited Nalanda were Mahavira, the founder of Jainism, and Macaulay Gosala. Mahavira spent 14 rain retreats in the Nalanda district. The excavated structure of Nalanda University is divided into independent architectural blocks, including 11 monastic residences and 5 brick temples, each built as self-contained structures. All students were required to live on campus, residing within the monastic quarters. Notably, 8 monasteries were aligned contiguously, demonstrating a systematic and well-planned layout. The presence of renowned scholars and spiritual leaders further enriches Nalanda's legacy. Nagarjuna, the great Mahayana philosopher, is believed to have imparted his profound teachings within these very walls. Savisnu, a contemporary of Nagarjuna, demonstrated his devotion to the Dharma by constructing 108 temples in the Nalanda area, a testament to the region's spiritual significance. Other illustrious bodhisattvas associated with Nalanda include Aryadeva, Asanga, and Vasubandhu, each contributing to the intellectual and spiritual vibrancy of the university. Furthermore, Venerable Sariputta, the Buddha's foremost disciple in wisdom, was born and passed away in this location. Adding another layer of sacredness to the site, the Chinese pilgrim Yijing, who studied and resided at Nalanda for 8 years, documented that the university contained over 300 residential chambers, providing a glimpse into the scale of its monastic community. Xuanzang, another eminent Chinese pilgrim who lived and taught at Nalanda, wrote extensively about the monastic community's curriculum, daily routines, and spiritual life. His accounts reveal that the monastic buildings rose as high as 6 stories. A testament to the architectural and intellectual grandeur of Nalanda in its prime. Nalanda. This is the place where Xuanzang lived. The place where Xuanzang taught Buddhist scriptures. Time has eroded the ruins. Only the walls, the foundations, the old bricks remain, preserving the glorious history and tragedy of Nalanda, the tragedy of glory and tears. This is a small cave where Xuanzang meditated. Within the sprawling Nalanda complex, one small cave remains, a quiet meditation cell believed to be where the venerable Xuanzang practiced deep contemplation. Visitors often experience a profound sense of emotion upon standing in this sacred space. A tangible connection to a remarkable historical figure. This legendary Tang dynasty monk, immortalized in the Chinese literary classic Journey to the West, was inspired by real events. The room where Xuanzang lived for 6 years as a monk and 6 years as a professor is now located in the ruins of Nalanda. Time seems to still hide secrets about the monks at Nalanda. After Xuanzang, at least 11 Chinese and Korean pilgrims visited the Nalanda University, drawn by its reputation as a center of unparalleled learning. In 1234, the Tibetan monk Dharmasvaman visited the site and recorded his profound sorrow upon witnessing its desolation, the tragic result of destruction by invading Islamic forces. The architectural design of each monastery within Nalanda is usually designed on a rectangular plot of land, located in the center, surrounded by rows of square or rectangular monks' quarters. Each side has an average of 9 rooms, shorter ones have 7 rooms. Some monasteries are small, each side has only 5 to 7 rooms. There are also monasteries without any surrounding monks' quarters. In each monastery, there is a lecture hall, above which is the professor's podium. The rest is for students. The temple uses the reflective light of bricks and stones when the sunlight and moonlight shine on it, creating a light that spreads throughout the Buddha hall. In the left or right corner is a well, both to serve as a source of refreshment and to cool down during the hot summer noon. In front of the entrance to each dormitory are 2 Buddha altars facing each other. Professors and students bow to Buddha before entering the classroom. In the dormitories for new students, or novice monks, entering the monastery. Each room has 1 person, to help them get used to the monastic life. In the dormitories for senior students, each room has 2 stone beds. For 2 students, each head of the bed is attached to a shelf for books. The other end is attached to a step for a lamp. Once ordained as fully ordained monks, students would reside in rooms devoid of beds, embracing a life of simplicity and ascetic refinement, emphasizing the detachment from material comforts. Here in modern life, this area is chosen as a backdrop for film sets for art clips, or a studio for taking photos with Indian models. The brick walls have many shades of time and are ideal for artistic creation. Here, the remaining ruins still hum the voice of the past, a glorious past of an ancient Indian Buddhist and philosophical education. UNESCO recognized the first Buddhist university and of human stature as a World Heritage Site in 2016. The largest and most important structure in Nalanda is the Great Stupa of Venerable Sariputta, built by King Asoka, a few minutes' walk from the entrance. Later, a temple was built on the site of this stupa. Therefore, the current shape of this architectural block is more like a solid temple than a stupa. This stupa was discovered as a result of 7 meticulous archaeological excavations. From the foot of the stupa there is a winding staircase leading to the top, which looks very strange and beautiful. The stupa has a vertical pyramidal architecture, restored with 7 different layers, to retain some of its original shape. Around the great stupa are many small round and quadrilateral stupas, as well as large and small surrounding structures. On some sides of the stupa, images of Buddha and Bodhisattvas are carved in a special and impressive style. This place attracts the most visitors in the entire Nalanda campus. Surrounding the U-shape of the Sripada stupa are small, medium and large square and round stupas, worshipping famous masters at Nalanda University. Behind the great stupa are shady Bodhi trees, creating a stunning natural landscape. The Sripada Stupa complex, as we see it today, stands as a testament to 16 centuries of history, its origins tracing back to the 5th century CE, during the golden era of Nalanda University. Despite the destruction of time, nature and humans, what remains today proves that the ruins of the Sripada Stupa are one of the most beautiful Buddhist architectural monuments in Nalanda. From the top of the tower to the foot of the wall, there are still artistic reliefs from the Maurya and Gupta dynasties, and of course, they have left their mark on the fine art sculptures in the style of the Maurya and Gupta dynasties. Many beautiful reliefs with the way of carving Buddha statues standing or sitting in mudra postures. With the sculptural language of creating full, tight, and round blocks, a characteristic of traditional Indian sculpture, a fine art with a strong spiritual imprint. The ruins are largely of red burnt stone and beautiful gardens. According to archaeologists, the architecture of Nalanda University is also of Kushana style and partly influenced by the Pala dynasty. The destruction of Nalanda was ordered around the year 1200 by Bakhtiyar Khilji, a Turkic invader, marking a tragic turning point in the university's history. The university and the Nalanda monastery were burned. The resident monks were executed, silencing the voices that had echoed through these halls for centuries. Historical chronicles recount that Nalanda's 3 multi-story libraries, some said to rise 9 stories high, were so vast that the fire raged continuously for 6 months before all the manuscripts were reduced to ashes. Throughout history, Nalanda occupied a pivotal position in the development of Buddhist thought. Though a series of tragic events marked the final chapter of Buddhism on the Indian subcontinent in the late 12th century, Nalanda has endured in spirit as the living embodiment of Buddhist wisdom. Wherever Buddhism flourished, there was a contribution from Nalanda. Nalanda is the largest Buddhist university in the world, the largest repository of scriptures and a place to train human resources to serve all sentient beings. This is the birthplace of great Buddhist thinkers and talented people of India. The new Nalanda Mahavihara was established in 1951 as a center dedicated to the advanced study of Pali, Buddhist philosophy, comparative religion, and Indian philosophy. Its mission transcends national boundaries, serving not only India but also international scholars and students, including those from Vietnam.
So this building is named after King Ashoka. So this building has all the staff and administrative building. It has Vice Chancellor office and the office of registrar, and all administration is run by this building.
Venerable Jagdish Kashyap, a revered monk and scholar, initiated the vision for this modern monastic university. Nava Nalanda Mahavihara rests peacefully along the route from Patna to Bodh Gaya and lies approximately 12 kilometers from the ancient city of Rajagriha. The Nalanda Mahavihara University, founded in 1951 by the first President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and under the Ministry of Culture of the Government of India, has become a famous center for Buddhist studies, especially Pali language and literature. Most Venerable Thich Minh Chau and many Vietnamese Buddhist monks have graduated with a doctorate in Buddhist studies here.
The campus with which we are standing now, Most Venerable Thich Minh Chau stayed in this hostel during his student life. So this campus has the vibrancy and energy of Venerable Thich Minh Chau, and this hostel is named after Venerable Shantideva, famous Buddhist master of Mahayana who wrote Bodhicharyavatara.
This university is currently home to many valuable Buddhist documents. Currently, international students are studying here, including from Japan, China, Sri Lanka, Korea, Tibet, Bhutan, Indonesia, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia and Vietnam. The Nalanda Mahavihara University is a residential university, built in many stages, expected to cover an area of 21 square kilometers. In addition to Buddhist studies in Pali, this university also trains 16 Indian languages, arts, painting, dance, and music.
So this is the last volume is going to be published soon.
Yes.
And
within 1 month.
yeah, and 10 volumes are already published.
The Pali Hindi dictionary, though there are many in India, this one is the most comprehensive, comprising 11 volumes. This is the 11th volume. The previous 10 have already been published. The editor-in-chief is a renowned professor of Nalanda University, and the editorial board includes several monks.
The name Nalanda has been used for the third time for a Nalanda University under the Ministry of External Affairs of the Government of India. The new Nalanda University aims to recreate the ancient learning center of Nalanda, which was established in 2010 by a special act of the Parliament of India. The new campus at Rajgir, Bihar, is spread over approximately 485 acres. Nalanda University offers programs in historical studies, ecology and environmental studies, Buddhist studies, comparative philosophy and religion, languages and literature, humanities, and business management. The university has established collaboration agreements with several international universities and organizations to promote research and academic exchanges. Every year, about 45 to 50 Vietnamese monks and nuns study master's and doctoral programs in Buddhist studies and related fields. This new Nalanda University attracts the attention and study of monks in India and around the world. At night, the modern, aesthetic lighting system gives the school the beauty of a contemporary architectural work of art.
From every angle within the new campus of Nalanda University, one can appreciate not only the artistic design but also the symbolic integration of ancient Indian philosophy with Buddhist India. Situated on a 284-acre site, the campus includes designated academic zones. Behind me is part of the classroom complex. You'll notice that solar energy has been incorporated into the campus infrastructure, both to conserve electricity and to promote environmentally sustainable energy systems. It is an educational environment thoughtfully designed to align with the needs of modernity.
In 2025, Vietnam shall be the esteemed host of the United Nations Day of Vesak. Under the overarching theme, Unity and Inclusivity for Human Dignity, Buddhist Insights for World Peace and Sustainable Development. This distinguished convocation will assemble preeminent scholars from Vietnam and the global community to present their scholarly endeavors at the International Buddhist Conference. Among these luminaries will assuredly be Vietnamese intellectuals and Buddhist hierarchs who once pursued their erudition at the venerable universities of Nalanda in India. From the 5th to the 8th of May, in the year 2025, they will converge in Ho Chi Minh City, a momentous occasion for Vietnamese Buddhism to disseminate its unique identity and unwavering dedication to the application of Buddhist insights for the attainment of peace and sustainable development on a global scale. Over 2.5 millennia ago, Sakyamuni Buddha imparted the Dharma to the populace of ancient India. Through the inexorable passage of time, his profound doctrines of compassion, wisdom, and ethical conduct have surmounted temporal and spatial limitations, illuminating the path for humanity in its entirety. Today, the Buddha's message perseveres in galvanizing a global movement towards peace and universal well-being. Buddhism transcends the mere confines of a religious tradition of benevolence and spiritual metamorphosis. It stands as a vibrant cultural edifice and a civilizational impetus for the future of humankind upon this delicate earth.
Thank you.